last week on Discount Heroes.
Hey, what's up, guys? We good to go?
Hey, today's the big day.
All 5 of you are supposed to be here. Cups, Thrush, Nax, Cool Rock, and Drax back there.
The Gemini Stone.
A map of a different universe. We're trapped here, bound by the contract, never allowed to leave. We'll finally be able to remember. We'll be able to continue to improve, to learn, to figure out a way to end this. Although we don't know how we will defeat our creator, this will give you perhaps an infinite number of chances to find out.
I remember my past.
Under the weight of tremendous memory, our heroes found themselves buckling, weighed down by lifetimes of death and disappointment.
Prednisone, where have you been?
I found myself in a position of enormous privilege, and I no longer seek to put an end to that.
Prednisone, you can't just become what we tried to stop.
Seems like the memories weigh on you heavily. I can help you. You would no longer remember your lifetimes of experience. Prednisone makes no move to defend themselves until Prednisone lies a broken, bloody heap on the ground. And one by one, our heroes chose to forget everything that they'd done.
Welcome to Discount Heroes.
Welcome to Discount Heroes, where questionable results are always guaranteed. We're a chaotic character and story-driven real play podcast. We're a group of 5 friends who've known each other for 17 plus years. We played countless hours of questionable D&D, and now we want to share with you the game we love so much. My name is Brett. I'm the DM. We got 4 players here. Why don't you introduce yourselves and who you're playing?
Hey, my name is Phil. I'm playing Coach Circle Star Druid.
Hey, this is Aaron. I'll be playing Dimrock, the Tiefling Bard.
This is Jared. I play Thrasher, the Human Barbarian.
Hey, and this is Matt, and I've played 1,486 episodes of Nax Nox.
Very good. And if this is your first time listening to this episode, we apologize, but also you should go back to at least the previous episode. It won't make much more sense, but it'll make more sense.
But just keep doing that. When you don't understand something, just go back one.
Eventually, you'll get back to 1.
Do not start at episode 1. Just keep going back 1. You'll get it.
Start at 49 and just work your way back.
All right. I think that we had some high energy in the last game, so I propose that we just go ahead and roll on into the game.
Done.
Let's do it.
Last week, our intrepid heroes explored their incredibly distant past, reliving lifetimes that they had forgotten. They learned the nature of their entrapment in this universe, that it was a shell of what was possible, and their creator was the reason. Though they naturally forgot themselves each cycle, the goblin Prednisone had figured out a way to preserve their memory. They could retain knowledge across cycles and work towards an end, and that became their collective goal. Find a way to reach the creator and put an end to the endless cycle that they find themselves in. And though they made tremendous progress towards that goal through millennia of effort, they found themselves increasingly weighed down by lifetimes of memory until they could no longer bear it. They sought out the only one they knew could help them, Prednisone, who had initially allowed them to retain their memory. Prednisone had betrayed their goal, having found a position of influence and no longer seeking an end to the cycle. But he did have a way for them to forget everything. And one by one, our heroes accepted. And although they had forgotten themselves, although they didn't know who they were, and they had forgotten lifetimes of information, something unusual happened. In the next cycle, they found each other again, and though they didn't know who they were, they naturally followed the path that they had been following before. They found themselves increasingly puzzled by the nature of their universe for a reason they couldn't pinpoint exactly. They found themselves fixated on this strange stone known mythically as the Star Stone. And again, they found themselves approaching the fonts of magic, closing them, but not all the way, and then finding themselves at a confrontation with their creator, though many times, perhaps most of the time, they didn't even know it. Each one of those memories ends at that confrontation. There is no closing to each one of those stories. It simply fades out. You live a multitude more lives than you had previously experienced, easily 5 to 6 times more than the first. And each time it seems that you get closer. Sometimes you get close too quickly, and you find yourselves defeated by a much more powerful foe. Sometimes you don't make it at all, and you die premature deaths before even reaching the fonts. And then you see more recent lifetimes. One by one, the lifetimes diverged from that original lifetime that you lived. And only in the most recent, say, 20 or so, does it in any way resemble the life you've currently lived. You see each of the lives that Thrasher claims to have remembered as true. And then you find yourselves in the present once again. In a pool of bubbling, viscous ink. Thrasher, your mouth is full of it.
Okay, so we're coming back into our characters now, right?
That's correct.
And last clarification, do we remember all of the cycles from that moment, or do we only remember the first 1,500? We remember everything, is what you're saying, right?
You are in this puddle of liquid, you remember everything.
Okay.
The weight of those lifetimes sits upon your shoulders. It's crushing.
Oh my God! Guys, it's, how many times?
I can't. Next. Oh my God. Thrush.
We tried.
We've been trying, but this weight.
I don't think I'm strong
I
enough.
killed so many goblins.
Why did you kill so many goblins, Thresh?
Cool Rock. What happened, man?
I don't think I can do this.
It was Prednisone. He did this.
We trusted him, man.
And Mucinex. He's with us. And
Does he remember?
yeah, just Mucinex.
It was just him. It was just us four, Mucinex and Prednisone.
We have to stop Prednisone. How do we move on with this?
We have to find Mucinex.
We need him to take our memories again.
No,
I'm
wait,
gonna
no.
kill myself. I can't handle all this.
You could try getting out of the puddle of ink.
Stand up.
I roll out.
Like an incredible weight's been lifted upon your shoulders and skull.
Oh, guys, just move out of the ink. Thrasher, spit it up. Get it out of you.
Everybody else get out real quick.
You're left with a vague but clear recollection of what you learned, if not the exact details of every single thing that occurred to you over several thousand years.
How can y'all just get out of this? How can you just so easily move away?
So we do keep remembering?
Cups, try it, man. It's not bad. It's what we needed.
Cup stands up and does a cartwheel. It's like really half-hearted. Like,
The saddest cartwheel.
So we do remember when we get out?
You have a clear recollection of what you learned, if not the exact details of every lifetime.
Okay, but not experiencing.
Yeah.
It's like I know what happened. I don't remember all. It's like my cup's half full. I remember what I needed.
And it's like if we had another cup that was half full and poured it in our cup, then we would be restored.
I get it now.
If only we had some containers to scoop up some of this liquid with us.
Yeah, if we just had my cups. It all leads back to cups.
It all leads back to prednisone.
Where is that motherfucker?
He's untouchable. He changed the contract. He's done something to give himself this advantage.
But don't forget, we can change him.
I stare daggers at Dimmerock. Yeah.
And I pull out Prednisone's name from my pocket. We
Well,
have
hold
the
on.
power now. Finally, we have the upper hand.
We've been waiting for this, Knox.
We need to see what he did to make himself untouchable. Mucinex said we could not harm him.
Well, we have his name too.
He changed the contract.
We know what made him untouchable. He altered the contract.
Right, but we have to change it before we bring him here.
We don't bring him. We make him a sniveling little baby, and then we slaughter him like we should have done so many times over.
If this is all true, we only have one chance. If we die in this cycle, we're not going to remember.
Well, we need to pick the right words then.
We've got to make it count. This is our shot.
I mean, if we only had one shot, one opportunity.
No, you stop.
This is it.
Well, we've had a lot of shots. But this might be our last one.
That's what we've always wanted. One final shot.
We have the knowledge. We have the memories, or at least the essence of them.
We have the upper hand.
Without the weight on our shoulders, we have a bastard who betrayed us standing in our way, and a creator who I'm honestly tired of being killed by. So I think we make the most out of this last chance.
We set out a long time ago to do this. And it's fucking time. We've been given a lot of time. And it's time we fucking take what's ours.
Okay, so what's the plan?
We need to write a sentence. OOC. I don't know if y'all remember, Brent, I rolled a nat 20 and Brent said that we can use Mucinex in a sentence to make him vulnerable to us.
Prednisone.
Prednisone, sorry. We can make him weak or killable or flammable or whatever we have.
It's making.
Are we still surrounded by the contract?
Yes.
Okay.
You see the librarian standing to the side, watching as you come to grips with what you've learned.
Does the librarian seem familiar? Did we ever encounter that in the memories?
Very vaguely, the librarian is familiar to you. Perhaps they were one of the goblins milling about the village in the very first memory.
Can I roll a history check?
If you're going to roll, I'll just tell you it is.
Okay.
I bet our history checks are really good now.
That's a nat
There you
20
go.
on a history check without even rolling.
So it's true. It is you.
I guess so. It is us. We were meant to be together. Perhaps meant to be here.
You've never made it here. Not once in this time have I seen you here. Not once. This is something new.
New is good.
The librarian nods.
Well, it seems this might truly be our best shot.
You know what they say, 429,687th time's the charm.
I spoke with the contract while you were lying on the ground. It has agreed to cede some of the more legible portions of its body to you. I spoke of your need, and it is agreed in return for the favor. It seems it was weighed down by the immense information it took upon when it feasted upon your history.
Well, I'm glad we freed it of that crushing weight, because I think each of us knows that feeling. And we would be honored to work with this contract to hopefully make it right and be what it truly wants to be.
The swirling tornado of papers begins to coalesce and stack itself into a neat pile.
The contract has given you permission to look through the more legible portions of itself. It says that if you can find something that you think you can use, you are free to take it.
Pretty generous.
Very well. We will not take this offer lightly.
All right, I grab the top quarter and start reading.
All right, so what are you looking for exactly? What kind of...
I think we should come up with that first and then find the word.
Okay.
What I think we need to do is come up with a sentence that will make this Prednisone's last cycle.
I like that. I think that's good.
I like that. But we also need to make sure whatever we do in this cycle, he's also vulnerable.
God, I wish we had Quinsley.
We don't know exactly what he was given, right? We know he made some sort of deal or had some sort of power. Is there any way we could research exactly why that is the case in the contract?
Well, if the contract has agreed to help us, can't we ask the contract?
Yes, that's a possibility.
Right.
If you want to, go ahead and ask.
Eternal contract? What exactly did Prednisone change to give himself this power?
A bunch of papers fly up into the air. One of them drifts towards you before the papers recoalesce and stack themselves. It's a single word on a single sheet. It says, permanence.
So he is not going through the cycle. He is just him?
The papers flutter wildly in affirmation.
We also know what it was like to feel 1,486 cycles of memories. What if Prednisone was to no longer be permanent and had to take on the weight of his memories? 10,000 memories.
It'd be like a cup overflowing. You couldn't hold it all in.
Yes. But like a stack of cups, like champagne flutes at a wedding toast.
Like too many.
Just filling cup after cup.
There's no way he'd be able to hold it in.
Well, we know what praise made us feel this way. I remember my past. If Prednisone were to suddenly remember his past, would that be enough to destroy him?
But if he's permanent, doesn't he remember already?
That's what I was going to say. I think he already remembers.
That's fair. Or maybe, what if he remembered our pasts?
Remembers our past.
Either way, we've got to get the permanent. That's got to be part of it. If he's not permanent, then we can at least stop him.
So what's the opposite of permanent?
Vulnerable?
Somebody find the word "I'm," and we'll just pull the comm out, throw it in front.
Impermanent? Okay.
Brent laughed. It's a viable idea.
Was it permanent or permanence?
Permanence.
What about mortal? I guess we're all mortal.
We do have deceased.
We could write a clause that undoes any and all effects that he has on him from the eternal contract.
Yes, I mean, if could we just make an amendment and void out the whole section that he changed, even if it is just one word?
I mean, could we write a whole legal document instead of just a sentence?
Do we have the ink? The ink seems to matter. Librarian, do you know how we would change this so that he does not have this ability?
I'm afraid anything you came up with here, as I said before, the power of the eternal contract has permeated the entire universe. Just changing it here, I'm afraid, won't accomplish anything. But it will allow a local effect in the area of the sentence, the paper. I'm afraid that whatever you write, you will have to bring it close to prednisone to have any effect. Whatever magic has made prednisone permanent has long passed from being a simple word on a piece of paper. It is a fact of this universe.
Would we be free to take the piece of the contract with us as we journey?
The papers flutter. The librarian says,
The contract seems amenable to this, but it has a request in return.
Seems reasonable.
It asks that when you're done, that you burn it. That you burn the rest.
So that it no longer dictates the rules of this universe.
Not exactly. It seems that the contract itself is weighed down by the millennia of time. It seems that they fear that they will return to a feral state, that they are only conscious for this brief moment after having those memories pulled away from it. It wants an end.
I think that's more than fair. I think that's a fair thing to ask, and nothing more than we have asked before. I say we make this cycle the end for many things that don't belong, that shouldn't keep going this way.
Agreed. We destroy the contract after.
The contract seems to agree, and the librarian reverently picks up the stack of papers on the ground and offers it to you.
We take them.
Don't eat those, Thrasher.
Eat it.
Can we make changes? It seems the ink, I remember it being a process. Can we freely change this contract?
The ink is long worn. I remember Prednisone had the ability to pull the ink from the paper somehow, to write something new. I don't have this ability.
I remember that. We used our goblin magic to rewrite it. That's the force that we use. Maybe we can use that once again.
Yes, but Prednisone was always so talented in the goblin magic. They had a way with it that was genius-like, like a virtuoso conducting magic with their movements. It's beyond my ability, and I wager many goblins' ability. Perhaps somebody could help, though.
Mucinex. Nox, I think we might have to trust Mucinex.
Mucinex was our friend. He doesn't remember, though. He never took part.
But this is thousands of cycles later.
Yeah, I don't think he believes, or he's going to know what we know. I don't know if there's a way to bring it back.
Could we get him here? Get him in the ink?
We have his name. Do we really need the librarian? We could just slap it on her.
Yeah, I mean, that's really Flint's spanner anyway.
Hey guys, you hear a voice calling from your pouch.
Oh, shit. My pouch?
I think it was you, or Thrasher, whoever was carrying the sending stone.
I think it was me.
Guys, think I can help?
Cutie Puff?
No, that's just a very similar voice. I'm Mucinex.
Oh.
No, I thought I was going to make fun of him, but I thought it was Flargle Buns.
I found this sending stone some time ago, and it turns out it was quite useful. I've been listening the whole time.
Well, that's just rude.
You like and subscribe?
Was somebody else talking at one point? I just heard papers rustling.
No. Maybe.
There's a lot going on, Mucinex. Can you get here?
I'm afraid I cannot. As I told you before, I can't leave this place. I am bound by my own rules here. But if you can bring what you found up here, I'm sure we can figure something out.
I think we're ready to head that way.
Yeah, it seems pretty direct.
We're on it, Mucinex.
Be swift. Use the authorizations you've already been given to ascend the tower quickly.
We do that.
Yeah, we do it so fast.
Okay. We need to get back to Mucinex. We need to put this plan into action. We have the contract. We can make the changes. We can stop Prednisone.
So how do we get back?
Librarian, do you have a bicycle or maybe some sort of
Idiot.
scooter?
Stupid.
A hot air balloon, perhaps, would be really fun. To see the mountains.
I was really relying on Matt right here just to be the fucking touchstone and figure this out. And he said, "Do you have a bicycle?"
Or scooter. I left
You
it open.
motherfucker.
Perhaps we can find something in the contract that will aid us in returning.
Perhaps a tricycle.
You already have the name Mucinex. Maybe we can find something that gives us a way to travel straight to it.
Well, we had the internal contract. He said we could take words. How about we take teleport to Mucinex?
Yes, but that would only work for one person.
Teleport everyone to Mucinex.
Slide?
Yes, but that's more of an active sentence. It won't necessarily manifest correctly. You need to...
Portal.
Can we make a giant water slide to go to
Portal,
Mucinex?
that's a great word.
Damn it.
Thank you.
Okay? Portal, that's a better word. We all had ideas. Some were good, some were great.
I loved bicycle, but I just thought maybe portal was better.
It is better. Not a lot, but it is better. I'm going to agree.
How about we do this? We pull bicycle and then we ride the bicycle into the portal because I always like supporting your ideas.
Is that possible? Librarian, is that possible?
Grab her by the scruff. Can we ride a
need
bicycle
this.
into the portal?
I've been struggling today. It's been a tough one.
Yes, all multi-wheeled vehicles are covered in the contract.
Thank God. We're going to be okay.
It covers all eventualities, I presume.
All right, so we look for those words.
You have to do investigation checks to seek out a word.
We're rolling, baby.
Okay, we're playing D&D.
I got one right here. I'm going to come in so hot on this +1 investigation check.
I want to roll. I want to find something.
I have a really good investigation.
A 5. I'm a goat. I eat the first page. Oh, shit. I don't see the portal.
18.
18.
25.
18 and 25. So 25, you find the exact word portal.
Oh, it's right here.
Demarok, you find the word door, a similar word, but not quite the same.
Oh, but I was looking for unicycle.
Oh, bicycle? Oh, you were looking for, are you looking for a unicycle or bicycle?
Yeah,
Bicycle.
unicycle.
You find bicycle.
Oh, fuck.
It's perfect. Dibby, you've done it.
Knox, here. I got this for you.
Thank you.
I looked for it and I found it. It's just what you wanted.
That's all I ever wanted.
Yep, that's me doing stuff for other people.
You sound extremely upset about it.
This is my happy sound. Brings me joy. I feel joyous.
Okay, we've got it. We can portal to Mucinex. Somebody's going to have to push me on the bicycle. I do not know how to ride the bicycle.
I would be happy to do it.
We spend a few hours teaching him how to.
Yeah.
I want to do
All
an
right.
investigation. check, Brian.
Montage.
Yeah, we might as well.
Everyone gets a friendship point.
Yeah!
That's an 11.
Yeah.
Can I find the word helmet?
Can you find the word helmet?
Yeah.
With an 11, you can find the word helmet.
Okay, I slap it on Knox while we're trying to teach him how to ride the bicycle.
All right, his skull turns into a helmet.
Oh no!
Oh no! Take it off, please. Where's Theo in the tool truck?
It's for your own good.
Well, take it off when you can pedal correctly.
It's hard. My legs are short and I don't know what to do with this extra arm.
Use your third arm, yeah.
It does make balancing hard, you know?
Better balance with your horn.
I am really looking forward to hearing what I missed out on.
Yeah, I appreciate you just stepping right into that, Jared. Because that is confusing.
All right, now we just have to place this somewhere where it makes sense.
Oh, like a doorway or something like that?
Ah, perfect.
Do we have door?
There are
Do we have way?
doors here.
That one right there. Is that? We
There's
use
one
that
over
door?
There's one. No, I found another.
No, this one's better.
Come on, I found this one first. Let's use my door.
I like this door, guys.
Let's do Dimmy's door. He found the bicycle. I'm indebted to him.
We're even now, punk.
Hey. All right, we put portal
That makes sense to me. About the bicycle, I agree.
portal to Mucinex. Slap it on the doorway, and I tear through it.
Follow.
All right, the door hums as you place those words upon it. When you pull it open, you see a swirling vortex of white-hot magic.
Yuck.
Well, we've died 10,000s of times, so hopefully this doesn't add another one to the list. But I got my helmet on, permanently stuck to my face.
Looking good though, bud.
I ride my bicycle into the portal. How's that for D&D phrase?
I'm in the sidecar. Yeah, I'm in the sidecar.
All right, roll an athletics check.
Oh no, Brent, why would you do this to me? Now, because we had the montage, do I get advantage?
Yes, you can have advantage because you were trained recently.
Oh, I have. All right, here we go.
I do the help action.
Nat 20!
Oh, nat 20. Okay.
Yes. What a time.
Yeah.
What a time.
Can I help action? Because I gave him a helmet to see if I get another nat 20.
Okay, yeah.
If you mess this up, I'm kicking you out of the sidecar.
I didn't roll it. No, let's not do that. Okay, just go with his.
All right, you perfectly ride into the portal.
So proud.
147 episodes, and you guys finally figured out if he says you can do it, don't try to roll.
Everybody else, you follow through?
Yep, I just walked through though. Backwards. No, I just regular. I decided.
Finally, once in your life.
Thresher hadn't done the worm in a while, so he's going to do that to go through.
I'm so proud. I'm truly so proud. I assume none of us were there to see it, but
Well, it's a fantasy world where I can still do it, so
You arrive on the other side. Make one more athletics check.
Brent, this is tragic. If I roll a 1, I'm gonna lose it. It's a 5. I hope you're happy.
The 5.
Is that with
come up-
advantage though?
You come out on the other side and you're moving way faster than you expected to be moving as you exit the portal.
Nobody told me how to stop.
Pedal
You-
backwards!
You only taught me how to go.
You launch into a tremendous pile of chains in the center of the room that you remember was in Mucinex's chamber. Tumbling over, you don't take any damage because of your helmet head.
Yes. Yes.
Welcome.
Copes, you take 9 bludgeoning damage.
Damn it!
Sorry, Copes. That was on me. I got a little too excited, and I ran right into
I
the.
should have told you to pedal backwards. Yeah.
Is that what? Oh,
It's my bad.
I kept thinking it doesn't work backwards because it stops, but yeah,
You thought
stops. No.
that? Oh, I should have looked for a different word.
Thank God for the helmet. I feel fine.
Okay. I guess let's keep going.
I put the bicycle in the bag of holding, if they'll allow me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Mucinex,
Well, that was much faster than I expected.
we work quickly around here. We got the contract.
And a bicycle.
Don't look at that. Is my bicycle.
And a bicycle. He's just been waiting for.
I'm more of a unicycle guy myself.
Me too. I totally get it.
That tracks.
Well, you succeeded.
We've succeeded in more than you can even imagine.
Well, tell me what's going on. You were quiet for so long. I thought perhaps you had died.
Well, you'll never die again.
It turns out we've lived. We've lived 10,387 times or some number. I don't know. I just made that one up. I didn't count.
Really? I mean, all of us have lived quite a number of times. We just don't remember it.
Well, we do.
But now we remember.
You do? How?
Okay, long story. It was the four of us. You
I tell him all of it in exquisite detail.
and Prednisone, and yeah, it was the six of us, and we made a pact to kill the god that controlled us by changing the contract and making us remember. But then Prednisone backstabbed us, that bastard, and took away our memory. He's working with the man upstairs.
You mean the creator?
Yes. He's an asshole. He's killed us every single time.
Every time?
Okay, we may have made a couple stumbles on the way.
You definitely choked on a pork rind one time and died.
I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I'm sure it happened.
Well, I'm not sure what to think of all that. No one other than Prednisone, as far as I know, remembers their whole lives, and you say you remember it now?
Yeah, I mean, right, guys? I'm not crazy.
I mean, we remember all the information.
Yeah, every bit of it. And you know what's really fucking crazy? Well, Nox already said. We've always been friends, dude. I just knew I liked you from the very beginning. And you know what? I mean the very beginning.
You talking to Mucinex or Nox?
Yeah, Mucinex.
We knew each other?
Nope, you were like big ups on the plan, and we all drank the ink, and you decided to pass. I mean, you were there. You could have been just like us, but now you're like you.
Mucinex looks over the four of you.
Perhaps that was for the best.
No,
But now you can remember, and you can help us defeat Prednisone once and for all.
Yes, the important thing is you've returned. You've gotten what's left of the contract?
We got it all. Or all of what's left.
All of it minus bicycle and helmet and portal.
We mustn't waste time. We need to find something that we can use. Something that will allow us to harm Prednisone.
Yes, it seems he made himself permanent or have some sort of permanence. So breaking through that will be key.
perhaps vulnerable would be helpful.
Did you hear my idea with the word I'm? Did you hear that one?
I did not.
I don't remember what it was.
Let's peruse through the documents. Perhaps we will find something. It also seems that you look like shit. Perhaps you should take a rest as we do so.
Oh, thank God. I had 8 health left.
Probably not a bad idea, yeah.
Yeah, my head is a helmet, so we're gonna have to deal with this.
I have some limited control over this environment. I can shield us for the time being from Prednisone's eye. But they will grow suspicious if I do so for too long.
You got about 8 hours in you?
Something like exactly 8 hours.
All right, let's get a quick snooze in, and then let's get to work on this contract.
Thank God, because you riding that bicycle in the chains got me to 2 health.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
That almost killed me.
I have 2 death saves and 12 HP.
I was sitting pretty. I was at 140.
Some exciting news. Everybody levels up.
Oh yeah!
Let's go!
Yeah!
All right.
As the tremendous weight of memory was lifted upon your minds, you were left with some brief insights into greater power.
How many levels?
You just get 1 level right now, but, I may regret this, but I think it's going to be cool. Due to the lifetimes of experience and the multitude of jobs and professions that you put yourself in, you can choose a up to level 6 feature from another class to take.
Let's
Oh.
go.
Oh, that's really fun.
All right.
Other than spellcasting. You can't take spellcasting from another class, but you could take any other like level 3, level 6, whatever ability.
Oh, shit, that's really cool.
Does this put us at 14th level of our normal class?
I got 11 in one here.
So you're 12 in 1 now.
Because we just got 6 level spells at the last level, which was 11th. Yeah, so we're 12.
So you're 12 in 1.
Oh, ability score improvement. Oh, wait. No, because we're only 11 in one class. Never mind.
No, we're 12 and 1.
Now you're 12 in 1.
Now we're 12.
Oh, no. So, okay. So we get an ability score improvement or feat.
That's right. And you don't have to choose now, but I would heavily suggest taking a look through the classes and deciding what level 3 or 6 feature you want. I think they're mostly 3 and 6.
Oh, my gosh. It's so much fun.
Some of them are going to be level 1, too.
So, like, you could take Wild Shape or something like that.
Yes.
I get another rage, which I've been keeping track of.
The bardic inspiration you could get.
Yeah.
That is fun. Ooh, should we roll our hit dice? I always do very poorly at these.
Yeah. What is mine, an 8?
Oh, man. Copes isn't going to be 69 HP anymore.
Aww.
I don't have to roll.
If I roll a 0, I'll be at 69.
How do I add my ability score?
I rolled a 1.
Oh
Damn.
my gosh.
Fantastic.
Oh.
Wow. Wow.
I rolled a 6 plus 4. 12 more.
6 plus 4 is 10.
Damn it, you got me.
5.
I get 10 more.
We lost HP at one point. Our hit point maximum went down.
Yeah, but we just healed.
Yeah, the aid will wear off at the end of this rest, basically.
No.
Oh, yeah, because y'all all got the extra points for that.
Oh, yeah.
All right, nice, everyone. Do you want to just continue at the moment, and then we'll do a proper level up scene at the beginning of the next episode after you've chosen your options, or what do you want to do?
That's fine. What is cantrip versatility? Oh, that just means I can switch what cantrips I know. I've just been using them all.
And
so.
you just do that anyway.
You've had that since level 1.
I got that at level 1.
It's a great ability. Great ability for you to have there.
Oh, ability score improvement. What do we get there?
You can choose a feat, or +1 to 2 stats, or +2 to 1 stat.
Is that on top of the feat you're going to let us pick?
I should probably do something about my...
Yeah, well, what you're going to pick is not a feat. But yeah, otherwise.
Oh, okay. So I can put +2 in something.
Yeah, but you can't raise it above 20 that way.
Well, this will bring my wisdom to 20.
So you guys are going to spend some time looking through these documents, trying to find something that will help?
Yep.
All right, let's say you guys all spend some time resting, looking through these documents. Give me a collective investigation check.
Okay. Can I use guidance?
Yes, you can. No, fuck, you don't have guidance. Damn
I've
it.
never had guidance.
God, got him again.
He said
I was
yes.
like, no
Got
way
him.
he falls for this.
Got him.
Maybe I'll take the ability to give guidance from class.
Oh, 19 from Copes.
Ooh. Look at our smart boy Copes. Oh, only a 16 for me.
It's on my wisdom.
That's going to be a 7.
That makes sense. Barbarians are so dumb.
15.
All right, give me the total for everybody.
Oh, don't ask me to do math. Matt?
What did we have?
Hold on.
35, 41, 56.
Mine was 7, not 6.
Huh?
57.
Did you factor in that mine was 7, not 6?
throughout your search, you're able to pull some mostly completed sentences. And I'm going to post those for you. So if you like one, I would say it out loud. You guys collectively found, and I posted it in the notes.
None of these are useful right now in any capacity, guys.
We have to find words to put into these to make them useful, because right now they're not useful at all under any capacity.
But if we can insert some new words, maybe more relevant to our situation, into these clauses in the contract, I believe we could try to adjust the space around us. We have the word prednisone, and I'm sure there's plenty of words in this contract we could use.
Yeah, but we don't have a list of all our words. We need that.
And you've been keeping track of all the words you've found so far, right?
Okay, so those are the words we have. We're not finding random words.
You can. I think you can solve it only using the words you have. I mean, you only need 2 words, right?
Right, okay, I got you.
But we can't find any more words.
You did a search. This is what you found. After a number of hours of rest and poring through the remainder of the Eternal Contract, you've managed to come across a number of nearly complete sentences that Mucinex thinks could be helpful.
Okay, guys, so it seems that we've got a list of all these words we found while we were down with the contract. So if we can reinsert these words back in, we can twist the words to say what we need it to hopefully change the space around him.
That's a great idea. That should definitely work. Do the first one for us, Nox.
So, all right, so I've got one here. It's not finished, but it's part of it. Legal protections afforded to then it's missing, do not extend in cases involving a blank. But what if we were to say something like, legal protections afforded to the prednisone do not extend in cases involving an axe? That would, in theory, allow Thrasher's axe, which is known to cut hella goblins, to not be stopped by his...
Makes sense to me.
His protection, his permanence.
That would be perfect. That would make him weak to axes, which would help Thrasher for sure.
Yeah, maybe there's other ones.
How about no prednisone shall under ordinary conditions survive lawful engagement with a whip?
Yeah, I mean, that would work too. Now, I think we only have one prednisone. I don't know. Flargobuns, can we use these words in multiple spots, or is it just one and done?
Flargobuns!
That's the wrong person. Flargobuns isn't here. You're definitely not Flargobuns.
But boy, do we miss him.
You are a different goblin. You all sound the same.
Named Mucinex.
You're Mucinex.
Yes, what is your question?
Can we use these words more than once, do you think? Or once it's in the contract, is it gone?
I think whatever sentence we create will have to be brought directly to prednisone in order to have an effect upon him.
Okay.
What about this one? In the event of mutual hostility, the glory hole retains exclusive rights to eliminate the prednisone.
I don't want to eliminate him with the glory hole.
But...
And you can't use prednisone again.
I think we can take glory hole off our list.
How about this one, guys? According to subsection 12B, the prednisone cannot be terminated unless a junkrat signs the writ. And then we just get a junkrat to sign a writ.
I don't have a junkrat. To be honest, I'd never heard of one before this whole situation.
Come on, you've seen a junkrat before.
We could get a sword to sign it and then have Sir Thorn Blackberry do it.
Sir Thorn Blackwood. Get his name right.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Did you take Thorn Blackwood with you, by the way?
Yes.
According to subsection 12B, the prednisone cannot be terminated unless a prepubescent signs the writ. And we'll get Tonio to sign it.
Tonio.
Oh my god, that's really good.
That might work.
That would at least make it possible for him to be terminated.
Tonio.
Yeah, Dad?
Come here. Can you write?
I can write.
I can read and write my name.
You can write your name?
Yeah.
Oh, you little magic son of a bitch. I give him a big hug. I'm like, you come over here.
Why?
I put him on my shoulders. We got him!
Yes.
Yeah!
We're
Tony,
gonna
yo!
take down Prednisone with my son!
Tony, yo! Tony, yo! Tony.
They're all cheering for you.
Sorry, Tony, I tried.
So anyway, other ideas?
I slapped her. No!
I mean, that'll work, won't it?
This'll work. Tonio, write your name on his forehead. Show him.
He draws a dick on Thrasher's forehead.
No, he does not. I strike the child.
You wouldn't strike a child.
Yes, I do.
I lean back. I'm too fast.
Hell, I wouldn't.
You did push your sister down the stairs.
Oh my god.
This could work, right? I mean,
I think it might. We just have to place the words and then let's see. But we need to be prepared to move as soon as we're ready.
somebody get the bicycle.
It's possible Prednisone will be able to sense this magic if it's a threat to him.
I think we're ready. As ready as we'll ever be.
Look, we've lived all thousands of our lives based off our instinct and our cunning. Why should this one be any different? Just because it may be the last, why should we change it up now?
Yeah, the last time we made a plan, it ended up in 10,000 cycles of pain and misery. This is why you don't make part 2.
Yeah!
Tonio, I hand you the pen. Get ready, buddy.
Oh, what do I need to write? It says I need to sign a writ. Where do you have a writ?
Just sign your fucking name.
God damn it, we better have a writ.
What the hell is a writ?
It means he writ his name down.
That's gotta work. That's too good.
So stupid.
I'll take care of that. We just need a writ of execution. I assume that works just as well.
Mucinex,
Yeah?
get us a writ of execution.
Right here. I had one ready.
Then what the hell do you were making us go through all this crap for?
Well, this is not a contract, but this says you need a writ, and we're gonna have to attach a writ with staples to this piece of paper for it to work.
Just seems like you could have just said that from the beginning, is all I'm saying.
Well, yeah, I didn't know you were gonna choose the one that requires a writ. Can't just writ your name down.
Guys, is execution enough?
Yeah, maybe we should word it differently. It doesn't say what kind of writ.
About a writ of...
Total annihilation.
Yes.
We don't have those words.
Eternal execution.
We don't need a writ from the contract. It just says with a writ. The writ.
Yeah, we make this writ whatever we want. A writ
Oh,
of
shit.
Existence.
Ooh.
Yes, exactly. A writ of well... Oh, that might be...
You're gonna have your son sign a writ of inexistence?
Well, if Prednisone never existed, then we never signed the thing with the power he did.
The writ will say, under the command of the prepubescent Tonio, we hereby create this writ of unexistence for Prednisone.
Going forward?
Never existence. Moving forward.
Going forward, from this point on.
Once mortally wounded.
But not liable to any actions he took earlier in his life of existence.
No, we don't want to put any restrictions that we don't have to. When you say mortally wounded, then that calls into some... There's some play in the words.
There's vaguity.
Yeah, because then he could be mortally healed after.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd have zombie Prednisone to deal with. Fuck, you're right.
That's even worse.
All right, so a writ of non-existence going forward.
Yes.
Yeah. You have one of those forms pre-filled out?
Signed by the prepubescent. Do you have his birth certificate?
I do. It was given to me
That's
on acceptance of my contract.
It's
I
true.
pull it out.
That's true.
It is.
Yeah, we'll have to include a verification of age as well, in addition to the writ.
Tonio nervously signs the writ of non-existence going forward.
It says, according to a subsection 12b, prednisone cannot be terminated unless a prepubescent signs the writ.
That's it.
We've got the birth certificate, we got the writ that's signed by the prepubescent. All right, very good.
Does it need to be notarized?
If you don't shut the fuck up.
I shall take care of that.
I don't want to get it sent back because it wasn't notarized and we got to wait for the mail and it takes 3 weeks.
Now, who will wield this verbal weapon?
Child. Loggable.
He's not here. Demi, you're pretty good with verbal weapons.
I think I'm up to the challenge. I'm a little bit scared though.
It is very possible we will have to physically strike him with the document in order to the effect it.
Okay, hold on.
Well, why don't we let Thrasher do it? I'll stand back and,
All right, I got it.
Cheer you on.
If we need to strike Copes with it, I'm positive I could with a steel wind strike.
So we've still got all the words and stuff. Is there some way to combine the writ with my axe?
No.
We have staples. You said we had staples.
I said you have staples, yes.
Just staple it to the axe.
Hey, Mucinex, do you think you could use your magics to, form the writ into a weapon I could wield?
Well, I got the stapler, though.
I will need this stapler.
Takes the stapler. You see Mucinex chanting some strange magics. You see white magic bubbling up from the floor around him as he waves his hands over the stacked documents. And you see the paper begin to change shape, folding upon itself in impossible ways. It forms into sharp edges, razor sharp with a brilliant sheen. The writ forms into a elaborate hilt, covered with the text written by the prepubescent child.
Jesus.
It forms into an axe as light as a sheet of paper, or 3 sheets of paper. You see the words that you formed written across the paper. And Mucinex offers the axe to you.
I reach out and take it.
It's incredibly light in your hands.
Wow, this is incredibly light in my hands.
All right, guys. I guess it's time.
It sure is.
Time to rewrite our future.
I just gotta quickly write you a authorization to visit the 9th floor. Prednisone will be aware as soon as I do this, so they will be ready.
Then fucking wait till we're there.
We are there, Copes.
Oh,
The time is here.
we have a portal.
We have a bicycle.
Yes, everybody on the bicycle.
All right, you ascend to the
jump
stairs on the bicycle.
It takes way longer than just walking up.
It does, and you arrive at a humongous grand doorway. Mucinex places a sheet of paper upon the door, and a bright red glow illuminates around the edges of the door and in the crease of the double doors, and it swings open into a grand throne room. A tremendous red carpet welcomes you into the room, leading up to a majestic red stone throne, upon which a now familiar face sits. The tall goblin leans over, placing his hands on his hands, and he says, "You took much longer to get to me this time." Thanks everyone for listening to Discount Heroes. We hope you are enjoying these episodes as we near the finale of our campaign. It's been nearly 3 years in the making. We hope you'll join us on our Discord to chat about the show as it comes to its conclusion, although not permanent conclusion. You can follow us on various social media platforms, primarily Instagram at the moment. But we release every Thursday, and we will continue to do so in infinite timelines, an infinite number of times. Let's see, what did I say everything? Missing something?
I think that was good enough. They got it by now.
And as you've heard so many times before, and so many times from now, thanks for listening to the Discount Heroes, where questionable results are always guaranteed.